Hello and welcome to this quick pick card reading. Thank you very much to my returning subscribers. Welcome back, welcome back. And if you are new here, welcome to the channel. I'm so happy to have you here. My name is Jody. I am an intuitive mentor and channel, which means it's my job to listen to spirit and deliver the messages that are coming through for you. You can find out all about me and my services anytime at thespiritexperience.com. Today, the charm bowl, they said, the charm bowl. Today, we are doing a quick pick reading, which is exactly like it sounds. It's 3 cards giving us information on a specific topic or intention. And today we're going to be taking a look at your relationship. Now, I want to make this very clear. This is not just a romantic relationship. It's whatever comes to mind for you, whatever it is that you're intending, whichever relationship you would like some information on. We're going to be looking at what brings you together, what might be pulling you apart, and what it is you need to focus on doing or focus your attention on in that particular relationship. So you can start thinking about which relationship you would like to get some information on with this quick pick. This is the Daily Rituals deck. We'll be using that in your reading, as well as the Miracles Now and the Everyday Tarot. Setting those aside for now so we can pick 3 piles together from the Magic of the Unicorns deck. Love this deck. I'm going to pick 3 cards for you to choose from to see which pile you are guided to, which reading you're guided to get some information on whatever relationship you intend. Here's card number 1. Rose Gold Cosmic Pool. Bathe in cosmic love. Soak up wisdom. Number 20 for group 1, card 1, pile 1. Just a quick reminder that this is a collective reading. It's a general reading, not an individual reading. So please pay attention during your reading to the nuggets and the information that are resonating with you, connecting with you, and leave the rest. Card 2, wow, 20 and now 30. Cosmic Diamond. Spread hope and joy. Illuminate the world. Beautiful card there for card 2, pile 2, group 2. These cards are all beautiful. 20 and 30. You can even look at the numbers, right, if that number is calling to you. And last but not least, card 3, pile 3. Let's see. Group 3, please. Perfect card for their relationships. They said, don't push that one down. Almost a 40, not 41 here. Law of grace. Be your divine essence. Dissolve all in grace. Beautiful energy. I love these cards. Okay, so take a moment to see which card is calling to you, which pile is going to give you the information and insight you need about whatever relationship you're intending. And when you're ready, you can head down to the timestamps to jump right ahead to your reading. Hello, group 1, and welcome to your reading. If you're listening to this, then you chose the first card all the way to the left, number 20. Rose Gold Cosmic Pool, bathe in cosmic love, soak up wisdom. So this card is all about taking in the energy of the rose gold frequency, bringing it into your life, really aligning with the frequency of it in order to experience higher love, higher wisdom. They kept saying listening here because you can see all of these animals listening here or watching or looking at this unicorn who seems to be aiding the owl, which of course owls are all about wisdom. So we're looking into your relationship today and we're going to be asking the questions. What's bringing you together? What might be pulling you apart? And what is it that you need to focus your attention on in order to help that relationship out? So first, I'm just going to actually pull the end cards so we have those all set for your reading. Daily Rituals card and a Miracles Now card. That's for an added bonus at the end of your reading. Thank you. Okay, so we've got those 2 cards set up for you. Now let's move into the Everyday Tarot. Group 1 and see what is it about this relationship that actually brings you together in love. Learning from each other, they just said. Learning from each other. They want the top. Okay. So we've got the Hermit energy. And it is showing up reversed. I think they're saying write it. Write it? Okay, they want me to write it, read it upright. The Hermit energy is being able to have time to yourself, being able to have solitude energy, return to yourself. So bringing in the rose gold energy and the love, they're talking about self-love here with this combination. And so whatever is allowing your relationship to continue in the best way is when you each have those moments where you can kind of move back into yourself. You get a bit of a break. You know, the Hermit takes a break from the world, or in this case, the relationship, in order to be able to see things from a much higher perspective or gain the inner wisdom. They're just telling me this will be read upright, this will be read upright, this will be read as it comes, which is interesting, group one. So you're kind of flushing that out. Thank you. Thank you. So yeah, what's bringing you together is allowing that time apart, essentially, to recollect yourself, return to your inner wisdom, reconnect to spirit, and be able to understand first what it is that you feel about the situation, what it is that you're hearing. It's like channeling about the situation, because again, the Hermit goes into solitude in order to get the inner guidance, get the inner wisdom. And so it's really important in this relationship for you to have those breaks, to have those times away. If, for instance, something is not working or it's really frustrating you, the last thing you would want to do, because obviously this is bringing you together, is to keep coming at each other or trying to force it to be understood or to work out. What's going to help you, what brings you together, is to have the breaks, to take the moment away, to do something that allows you a moment or a break. Let's see what kind of charm we have connected to this. This pig's fly charm. Okay. The when pigs fly charm is about understanding that like anything is possible. Okay. And let's see if they're giving anything else with this energy today for you, group one. It's like returning to the higher wisdom, not being so stuck in the moment, really allowing yourself the break, allowing yourself to imagine, allowing yourself to ask yourself, if I imagine the best future for myself or what it is that I want for this relationship, and take the time to do that, it really allows me to tap into that wisdom, tap into a higher frequency, bring in that rose gold light, perhaps really align with love and soak up the wisdom that I need. So when you're in this space, if you're taking a break, for instance, or you just need one in order to collect yourself, collect your thoughts, return to center, make sure that you're allowing yourself to envision the future, however it is that you want it, like without restriction, because you don't know, you don't know what's going to happen in this relationship in the future. You don't know what is available to you. So they just said it's best to imagine the best, or imagine the greatness, or imagine what it is that you truly want. Because when you restrict your imagination and go like, that'll never happen, that'll happen when pigs fly, it's really putting a cap on your intuition, disconnecting you from your inner wisdom. So they're saying in those moments of solitude, when you take those breaks, allow yourself to imagine just for yourself. You don't even have to tell anybody if you don't want to, what it is that you truly do want out of the relationship, out of whatever the situation is. How do you see it peacefully resolving itself, perhaps? Or where do you see yourself in a year, 5 years, 10 years? Biggest, greatest, grandest dream you could think of. It's okay to do that in the solitude, because if you allow that to open up when you're taking those breaks, it actually brings you guys closer together, and it opens up the channel for you to be able to return to love, return to center, return to your heart center, and channel in the wisdom you need to move forward in the relationship. All right, this will come as it comes. This next card, what may be pulling you apart. Thank you. The Eight of Wands. Beautiful card. The Eight of Wands, they just immediately said, trying to move too fast. Trying to move too fast. So trying to force and rush, this is not strange, right? You've got the need to take a break. This is what's going to bring you together. Trying to move too fast could actually pull you apart. So trying to force things. That's why they want you to stay aligned and keep having that beautiful inner vision for yourself, because it will move in the exact right divine time. So the Eight of Wands is a very, very fiery, quick-moving card that allows things to manifest very quickly, to move very quickly. So because it's in this position for you in this relationship, you may be like, why isn't this moving so fast? This is what I want. Where is it? I'm so annoyed. Or this is taking way too long. Okay, this is taking way too long. And they're asking you to have patience and actually take these moments of solitude to connect to the inner wisdom. This helps you to remember the truth is everything's on a divine timeline, right? If it's gonna move fast, it's gonna move fast exactly when it's meant to move fast. If it's gonna need to be slowed, or if there are markers or something that you need to learn along the way, it's gonna be a little bit slower. So forcing in this relationship, trying in any relationship really, but particularly for you, group one, when you try to move things, rush things, they're showing me somebody chatting with their friend about how they're wanting to be like engaged or something, right? Like they want to be, and so that would be like a romantic relationship. They're looking for the ring. They want the ring. It's been this many years, days, hours and minutes and weeks or whatever, and they're ready. They want it to be now. It's got to be now. And so they're if you are doing that in any relationship, it could be a work relationship. I really believe I deserve this promotion now. Where is it? I should have it. I need it. I should have it. Why isn't it moving faster? Why don't I have it yet? It's total lack energy, and it will sort of detach you from this person. It will pull you apart. Because that's a forcing energy. And as I said, it's a lack energy because you're just focusing on what it is that you want to move forward instead of paying attention to what it is that you have, or the wisdom or the love that you have at this moment, right? It could be love for yourself, love for your job. What is there to be grateful for in your life? That's the focus. Trying to force it is going to pull you apart. Oh, look at that. And you got the angel wings there coupling that. This tells you that spirit is involved, right? You've got angels here directing you. You've got whatever kind of guide is associated with this relationship that you're asking about or that you've intended for. So if it's a romantic relationship, you've got your romance guides, your relationship guides helping you. They're telling you, we are involved here. Please stop trying to force and push the needle. It's all happening exactly at the right time. If it's in work, and this is a work relationship or a passion project that you're involved in and you're working with somebody, the work guides, the manifestation guides that you're, working with or that are working with you and guiding you are telling you, listen, there's a perfect time for this to come to fruition. There's a perfect time for you to get that raise. There's a perfect, divinity is involved, and this is protection and support. The angels always protect and support. If you feel called to, if you're being frustrated, group one, with this energy or in this relationship with this kind of, I really just, where is it already? Energy, or why isn't it moving faster? Look up the archangels, see who you feel called to. They said Gabriel. So I would just see if you resonate with Archangel Gabriel. You can look her up. I vibe her as a female. Some people vibe Gabriel as a male. But look that angel up. That's a communication angel, right? It's helping you to have the communication from above and communication in your relationship so that you can get yourself out of this lack energy, or at least become aware of it, and that you are protected. It's moving at exactly the right pace. Okay, let's pull this last card here for you, group one, to give us an idea of what it is you're meant to, focus on, and can help direct your attention to this area. They're saying this one is only going to be pulled upright, which thank you for helping me figure that out. Ooh, look at that. Beautiful. The Knight of Swords. Look at her. I mean, she's moving very, very fast. Now, this is about communication, okay? The Knight of Swords, this is about divine communication, they just said. So the Knight of Swords is a very quick moving knight. So what you want to focus your attention on is, what do you know that you can move forward, right? That's why they're saying what's going to bring you together and help you out, both personally and in the relationship, in the connection, is to go within yourself, take the break to get access to that inner wisdom. Once you have it, you focus your attention there. This is focusing on what information you already have. What inklings, what nuggets, what insights come that tell you this is where we need to move forward, or this is what I can do to move things forward. The Knight of Swords is a beautiful, quick-moving knight that has ambition, that takes action. And I can see why this would be kind of conflicting energy here, like getting lost in your ego and your ego telling you to take action. That's not what the Knight of Swords does, right? The Knight of Swords gets direct action. Sometimes, the Knight of Swords can be impulsive, like this kind of energy, wanting it, doing, not focusing or not taking the time to connect with the intuition that's actually leading forward, right? Because they're very driven, this knight. They want to get there. They see it. They know what they want. They want to get there. The key to focus on your attention on in this relationship is, what do you know to be certain, right? What do you know is the perfect strategy? What do you know to be true? Where do you know that you can make very intuitive moves, take action from your intuition as a result of tapping into your intuition and really allowing yourself to dream? You'll get little nuggets that are on the line of love, basically, true intention, not from your mind and your ego. Those are the things you want to focus on, the things that you're getting that you know you can move forward on, that are completely aligned with the highest intention for the relationship, the highest intention for the situation or the circumstance you're in, and take action there. That's where all your attention needs to be focused, not on the things that haven't happened yet or that you don't quite know yet, but instead, where can I take action? Where am I completely aligned? What do I know to be true? So focus your attention on being ambitious in the places and the spaces and the on the path of the relationship, on the path. What can you do that you know to be true that you can take action on? And you can take it quickly, by all means, once you know. This is telling you, don't force from your mind, right? You're supported divinely. Check into that divine intuition. Check into your spirit team. Ask your guides specifically. Ask the angels specifically. What do I need to know right now, and what is the next best action for me to move forward on? That's what you want to focus your attention on, not what it is that you don't have yet, right? Let's see the charm. Wow, it's a shell. The shell charm. And look, like, I want to turn this over and put it up to my ear, right? A shell is an emotional, because it's connected to the sea, it's an emotional connection. What does your heart know to be true, right? Listen to your heart. But it also indicates the need to just listen. Because, they keep showing me someone putting a conch shell or a shell up to their ear and listening for the information, for the insight, for the wisdom. Listen to your heart. Your heart's going to know the answer, your connection. Listen to your guides. Get connected. Don't let yourself get stuck here. It's not going to help your relationship. It's just going to pull you guys apart. What you need to do is focus on the actions that are best for you at this time, that you know are intuitively aligned. And if you are in confusion or in that scarcity, fear, I want it now, lack type of energy, complications in your mind, overwhelmed, you've got to be able to do this to help your relationship, right? You've got to be able to take a break and dream a bit. And then once you hear, once you listen, once you understand, go ahead and take that swift action and focus your attention there. All right, let's see what we've got under these two beautiful cards for you from the Daily Rituals Oracle. Fortune, number 12-3. So you're growing something, clearly. Oh, and look at this, just coins. Well, thank you. You've already grown something. You've got a cornucopia of coins here. Abundance, prosperity, and good fortune make their way to me. Wow. So this is a beautiful relationship. They're telling you how to move forward. So all of this kind of energy, right, is going to be given to you here. You will move forward in abundance and prosperity and good fortune if you can avoid this energy and really just stay connected. Lots of connection to the higher. You got wings twice here, you got wings here. Okay, good fortune is available for you in this relationship. Beautiful energy for you, group 1. And your affirmation to close out your reading: when in doubt, I play it out. Yes, thank you. They don't mean just do whatever. They mean connect to joy, connect to. Yeah, that's how they're giving this to me. When in doubt, I play it out. Meaning either move through it in your mind to see how it rolls, but really what they're giving to me here is actually have some fun. Play. Stop worrying so much about what it is that you don't have and what you want, and enjoy yourself. Enjoy this relationship and keep asking for these insights because it will come. They want you in a higher vibration, right? Yes, love, connecting to the wisdom, really listening. Again, lots of signs for listening here. Listening. You've got angels, you got wings, listening. But also this will open up your heart too. And I suspect that's why you've got this affirmation here for you today, group 1. Abundance and fortune are available when you let go a bit and have some fun. Go ahead and play. When you feel this creeping up, like, oh, is this ever going to happen? It seems to be moving so slow. I just don't know if it's going to happen. Go have some fun. When in doubt, I play it out, right? If you're confused in your mind, you can go down those tracks while you're asking for the wisdom. But I just really feel a lot of joy energy and happiness energy from this card. So I believe they're see, it's true. They're giving it to me. So go and have some fun. Let your heart be in joy. Drop those worries for a bit and just experience, a happiness, a gratitude. Enjoy the partnership. Let yourself come together in a heart-centered energy where you raise your vibration. You'll clear out some of that stuff. You'll clear out some of that doubt and step back into this fortune energy. All right, I hope that you enjoyed your reading, group 1. If you found it helpful, you can let me know by giving it a thumbs up or leave me a comment below. Share it with someone who you feel might need some assistance or would like some insight on their relationships. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click the little bell so that the next time I post a quick pick or a card reading, you'll be notified. I'm really excited for you. Group number 1, you are meant to open up all those top chakras, open up your heart, and receive so that you can come out of worry, come out of doubt, come out of scarcity, come out of lack, really be listening to yourself and spirit and taking the intuitive actions to move your relationship to fortune and abundance and step into that energy for yourself and whoever else is involved in this. Thank you so much, group number 1. Hello, group 2, and welcome to your quick pick reading. Of course, we're going to be looking at your relationship today. If you're listening to this, you chose the second card right in the middle, card number 30, Cosmic Diamond. Spread hope and joy, illuminate the world. This card is uber powerful, I'll say that. It talks about working with Archangel Gabriel and understanding that you're meant to rise to higher levels now and that you can use this beautiful diamond as a protection bubble, essentially. In this case, your relationship is actually being protected by this beautiful diamond. It's helping to block any kind of, energy that doesn't belong or isn't going to serve you or isn't going to help you learn the lessons you're meant to be learning in this relationship or move through it with the highest intention for all. So you're really being called, first and foremost, for this reading, I've got to say it, to understand that you have the ability and the opportunity to walk around in a cosmic diamond, to imagine that you and whoever is involved in this relationship that you are intending for this reading, you can place them in a cosmic diamond as well in your mind's eye. So you are being protected and you're being asked to work with Archangel Gabriel as she connects this card to that archangel specifically. they did mention Archangel Gabriel in the first reading. So if you at all felt drawn to that, there may be information in there for you. However, this is very specific. This is very specific. 3 also is the Empress. They're just making that connection for me, which is growth, beauty, something being nurtured. So just know right off the bat that you are completely protected. Your relationship is protected as you move. They keep saying as you move through these lessons. So I'm assuming there's some kind of lesson, which what else is new, right? There's always a lesson being learned. But as you move through the lesson, it's like this is a massive tool for you, group number 2, that you need to become aware of and you're meant to become aware of just by clicking on this reading and listening to this message right now. You're supposed to know there is a cosmic diamond that is available for you to sit in, to move around the world in, to exist in this relationship in, and to, if you would like, put the other person, imagine them in that cosmic diamond as well, being protected, being guided divinely. Spread hope and joy, illuminate the world. You're meant to rise. This relationship is meant to rise. This is your daily rituals card. I'm just going to set that aside. We'll use that and take a look at that at the end of your reading. And the same thing here with the miracles now. Just picking an affirmation. Thank you. For the end of this relationship reading, see what they would like you to align with. All right, we're going to choose from the Everyday Tarot to get a little bit of information. Pulling the first card, upright only, and there it came upright anyway. Wow, look at that, beautiful. You've got the Page of Cups here. This is what brings you together. What brings you and this person together? It's being able to get excited about the visions for the future, being able to step into love. They just said, it's like, it's like excited love. It almost feels like when you first meet somebody, it doesn't matter if, like I said, if it's a romantic relationship or not. If you meet somebody, say in your workplace, and you're just so excited to collaborate with them, or you meet somebody, you meet somebody on a date or something, or you meet them and you just have this connection. That's what this card is. So clearly this, like I said, this is protected, but this is meant to be. This feels meant to be. What brings you together is to be able to stay in this, it's like a dreamlike state. You know, the Page of Cups is a dreamer, right? Is totally connected. You've got the fish, you've got that high level energy that's just connecting you to your intuition and to your heart center, what it is that you love, what fills you with hope and joy, right? What illuminates your world. Being able to chat, because Gabriel is a communication angel, archangel, very heavily mentioned in this card. And so talking about that, your dreams for the future, again, doesn't matter if it's a relationship that's romantic or not, being able to share your visions and get excited about them. So being in love with the other person or really feeling connected to them and being able to feel, it's like understood. It's almost like you both may have the same dream. You both may have the same visions for the future and you get real excited when you talk about them. So do more of that, group number 2, because it brings you together. It brings you together to be able to envision together. Not only that, thank you, Spirit, not only that, but they're saying, this actually helps both of your spirit teams to get in alignment on the same page. Now you've got everybody on the same page for that future vision so that they can bring opportunities in for you to be able to realize that vision together, coupled up. So connected to each other. So if there's an amazing project that you both have the vision of creating together or something that you want to start, or if it's, the future of your family, etc., make sure you guys are talking about it together and giving time to be able to express each other because it connects you. It brings your heart centers together. And it's so protected and honored with this cosmic diamond. It helps your spirit teams understand how to maneuver the divine timing of things, the divine opportunity of things. It gets everybody on this frequency where it's like, it's almost like it won't this is a double negative, but it can't not happen. It won't not happen. It's meant to happen because everybody's just so connected to the vision and excited about it. They keep saying that word. And we're excited about it. It's like, oh my God, I'm so excited. It's like that energy. So make sure you're sharing. It brings you together. Love that energy for you, group number 2. Let's see what kind of charm they want. Coupling this. Ooh. The squirrel. If that feels like it resonates with you, particularly look up squirrel spirit animal and see if there's attributes or more of a message from the squirrel that is going to help you to understand something about bringing your relationship together or something that resonates with you. However, the squirrel is all about gathering things, right? They're also very excitable type animals, right? You don't go, oh, that squirrel looks so peaceful. So that's that excitement energy I was talking about. Excited gathering the nuts. Yeah. Excited gathering the nuts, gathering them all together to see the bigger vision or to feel really, it's just the word excited. It's just, I'm like asking for another word, but no. Like I feel the excitement energy. That's that energy of the squirrel where like, let's gather all the nuts. Oh my gosh, this is so exciting. Look at what it is that we're building. Look at what it is that we can stack or grow. And that will come to life. And like I said, you're creating this very intentional line. I mean, you're using this diamond. The diamond works both ways. It illuminates and protects and helps you to rise. It also magnifies your intentions out to the universe. And so whatever it is you're dreaming about, whatever it is that you're gathering with excitement, make sure that you're communicating that with each other and sharing, because it's really going to bring you closer together to do that. Love that energy for you, group number 1. All right, this card here, we'll take it as it comes, is what might be pulling you apart. Ooh, the Ace of Cups. That's so funny. That's not really surprising. You're getting it here reversed. I'll show you upright. But you're getting it here reversed, which just tells you, the Ace of Cups it's often a self-care card, but it's a new relationship energy. It's something new to fill your heart center, something new that you might be excited about. Embarking upon a new path that is totally connected to what it is that you love, or what it is, again, this word, I'm apologizing in advance, group 2, for overusing the word excited, but that is the word. For stepping into or onto a new path that you are excited about, that you know is going to fill your cup. For stepping into perhaps a new relationship, because sometimes this card indicates a new love connection. But as I said, doesn't have to be. It's just a heart connection. So what's going to pull you apart, is not believing that this is quite lined up when you feel it, when you are connected, not believing that this is the right thing for you, right? Or focusing on, let's just hear what it's like, see how you're getting it reversed? They want this to be righted here for you. What pulls you apart is to focus on things that aren't filling your cup or aren't exciting you. So of course, this is kind of common sense guidance. Like, obviously there are things that everybody in their relationships, whatever they may be, do not want to be dealing with, talking about, having to move through. And they were talking about these lessons. So this is connected to that lesson, which is no matter how many losses you have, there's always a chance to reconnect and stay in a loving vibration. They're telling you how to do that, group number 2, in this relationship. So focusing on the things that you have lost, the things that have broken your heart, for instance, thank you, fine. For instance, if you, they're giving me somebody collaborating to start a business. It doesn't work, right? Failed business. Now, of course, failure is, in the eye of the beholder, they just said. You can spin failure, but they're saying you're observing the business has failed, and now you have a great idea for a new business. You're collaborating, and it feels so good, but you're focusing on the failed business. You keep remembering that. You're scared. You're in scarcity, right? Or it could be, an old relationship. Somebody broke your heart. Focusing on that kind of energy is definitely going to pull you apart. This is the last thing you want to be doing when it comes to this relationship. They really want you to write this. That's what they're giving you here at a much higher level, right? So focus on what it is that you have now, what's filling your heart now, instead of the past, where you may have been heartbroken or felt like a failure or been disappointed, where you felt like your heart was like, it's a disappointment energy, a sadness energy, where your heart was like dumped out, how they're saying it, where you your heart was so full and you thought things were going well or you were really excited, and then someone just came over and turned that cup over and it just disappointed you. You are totally protected in this relationship now, and so they don't want you focusing on the things from the past that may have made you feel disconnected, unloved, disappointed, sad. It's not going to help you right now. This energy is so like magical or intoxicating. That's the word. Thank you, Spirit. It's intoxicating that when you have these moments of going, yeah, but what if? Yeah, but remember what happened? Ugh. Just allow yourself to move back into the cosmic bubble, the diamond. I call it a bubble because really what they're asking is a protection diamond bubble is what they're offering you up and asking you to put around you. So if you feel this way and you feel this coming up, this is what pulls your relationship apart. Make sure that you come back to putting that diamond. Take a moment for yourself and put that cosmic diamond around you, knowing, no, I'm protected. It's okay for me to be excited. It's actually imperative for me to be excited because this is a wonderful, cool opportunity, or it's fun for me to share what it is that I feel connected to right now, what I'm excited about. Let's see what we have for a coupling charm. The starfish energy. Again, if you feel called to, look up the starfish spirit animal. You may have a message there for you. Whenever you see an animal or you get an indication of it, you can always look it up to see if there's an extra message, available for you. Okay, the starfish. They just said the word resilience to me. Being resilient. I think if starfish, if their limb, I don't know if that's what it's called. If one of their little feet, whatever this is called, gets cut off, they grow back. They're very resilient. And that's what they're talking about here. Focus on lighting up, being the star of your life, getting excited about that. Even if you've been through some hard things, you can grow from it. You can learn that lesson from the past. You don't have to keep bringing it into your future, the disappointment and heart, sadness, or that lack energy into your present moment and into your future. You can actually just take the lesson. And they're telling me you've been resilient through this, and that's what they want you to remember here. Group number 2. Woo! Okay, let us see what they want you to pay attention to focus on that's really going to help this relationship. This is too many. We're going to take the top. Thank you. The top showing its face to us. The Judgment card. Ooh, yeah. I said show it to them, please. Okay, we've got the Judgment card here. You see this? This is your spirit team, Archangel Gabriel. Thank you. They just said that exactly, directly. Archangel Gabriel, Jody. Calling you to rise up, calling you to a new level. And you focus on understanding you've got the lesson, you can use it now, you're being called to rise to a higher level. This relationship is actually helping you do that. You are totally protected. You deserve to be excited. Go ahead and do that. Share that. You are resilient. You can take the lesson and move into the present and the future with it. You do not have to stay in that sadness energy. It's time for you to actually move up, ascend, right? The Judgment card is can be a rebirth energy. It's always what I call the level up card. When Spirit's asking you, time to level up, let's go. You've made it, time to level up. Now, thank you. The Judgment card comes with sometimes, hard things to get through because we're human. That's all they said. Because you're human. So you're going to be, they hate when I say tested, but you're going to be given the opportunity to rise up. And that's where they want you to continue to focus your attention, that you have the ability to ascend now. This relationship has the ability to be protected in the ascension. Is it going to be easy all the time? No, probably not. That's just not realistic. However, when you focus on what you're excited about and start aligning there and magnifying that, because you are protected in a beautiful crystal diamond, a cosmic diamond, and Archangel Gabriel is moving you forward, and literally this calling you, calling you up, calling you to rise, you really can't lose. If you have an inner calling or you're not trusting your intuition here, this card, focusing on that, is really going to serve yourself and this relationship. What a beautiful energy. Group 2. Okay. And we have the frog. Again, you get all animal energy here. If you feel called to it, look it up. The frog tells you it's time to hop forward. This is the right direction. And they just said one hop at a time. So again, it doesn't mean it's ascension or leveling up isn't always super fun or easy, but it's needed. That's what happens when you start recognizing the lessons you've learned and choose to protect yourself in co-creation with spirit and partnership in the physical realm too. So this partnership or this relationship, you're meant to be coupled up to share, to get in the same alignment, to be able to ascend. It's beautiful energy for you. Group number 2. Spread hope and joy, illuminate the world. I mean, I don't know what you're beginning or what you're excited about or what the two of you are excited about, but making those one hop at a time, rising up, that's where they want your attention to be focused. All right, let's look at what you have under these cards. The daily ritual, surrender. 8. I surrender to the flow of the universe. What a beautiful card for you, group 2. Yeah. So no forcing, right? Surrender is all. This is a 35-8. That is the strength card in the major arcana. They're telling you, you've got all the strength you need. You've got the courage you need. You're resilient. You don't need to worry about this anymore. They want you to be able to get excited and then alignment, right? Get that alignment up and in so you understand, oh, they've heard me. I'm in a magnified cosmic diamond bubble of protection and enlightenment and illumination. I'm listening. I'm taking those steps and moving up and allowing myself to level up. I hand it over to the universe exactly when I need to, and when it's my turn, I'm strong enough to step into my determination and my courage and do whatever it is I feel that I need to do. That is in alignment. I hop forward when I need to hop forward. I surrender when I need to surrender. Let's see what your affirmation is to close your reading, group 2. I choose to reinterpret my fears with a more loving perspective. So this is just a nod to this card here. With a more loving perspective. That this is the perspective card, right? You're rising up to see another perspective. So they're giving you this so that if there is fear lingering from the past, you can surrender and step into this. This is when you choose or you decide you're stepping into that strength energy, the solar plexus chakra energy, where you're like, no, it's up to me. I'm actually going to look at this in a different way and keep myself beautifully protected and stay in excitement energy. I choose to reinterpret my fears with a more loving perspective. That's going to help this relationship. It's going to help you. It's going to help anybody that you're connected to. Illuminate the world. This may be something very big for you, group 2. This relationship is a beautiful connection, and it's going to help you individually and together help other people. Probably rise, nod. So yes, rise, right? Because you're learning to rise now. You're at an ascension point. And this is a big part of it, choosing to look at the fears from a different perspective, a loving perspective, a higher perspective. Well, group 2, this was your reading. I hope that you found it helpful. If you did, please leave me a thumbs up or leave me a comment below. I'd love to read all about it and how it's connecting with you. If you know someone who might find this helpful, feel free to share it with them, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button, click that little bell, so the next time I post a quick pick or a card reading, you'll be notified. Group number 2, I'm very excited for you. Make sure that you keep remembering the cosmic diamond is available for you. You are ascending. You are being called by Archangel Gabriel. Look that up. Look these up if you feel called to. There's no need to sit in fear or scarcity of the past anymore. You're being asked to help your relationship move and connect on deeper levels, higher levels, by attuning to the frequency together of excitement and joy and what's lighting you up in your heart, what's making you feel whole and fulfilled, and then surrendering to the universe and just rising up to a loving perspective. I hope that this served you. Thank you so much, group number 2. Hello, group 3, and welcome to your quick pick reading. We're going to be looking at your relationship that you have intended for this reading. First, I'm going to talk a little bit about this card that you chose. This is a very high-level card. This talks about the connections that we have to others now and throughout lifetime. So this relationship that you're intending for this reading may have been, don't say may have been, they're saying. So probably, does that work? They'll take it, probably. Most likely, they'll like me to say that instead. Most likely will have been going on for more than just this lifetime. So past lives, connection. This is a divine connection that you have with this person. Whether it has been easy or not is not the point, is what they've been saying. It's like, it's not the point. Right now, you're being asked to understand the law of grace for yourself and for this relationship. Be your divine essence, dissolve all in grace. This opens up your heart center. When you do this, it's a direct connect to your heart. Grace is all about forgiveness energy. And so this card talks about the cycle that you may be in with someone or this person in this relationship. And as I said, I believe it's probably most likely, as Spirit wants me to say it, connected to the past as well. So other lifetimes. And they're guiding you now in this relationship to move to grace in all situations, to carry it with you in your heart, because it dissolves the negative lines, dissolves the negative cords that are continuing those cycles that just are not serving you and are not serving the relationship. Look at this beautiful energy right in the middle. You see, you guys are connected, okay? Beautiful energy. So you're stepping into grace. The only other thing they wanted me to really mention was this is a 5, 41-5. 5s are usually about change, and they wanted me to say, like, it's okay. You're being guided through this change. So things may be changing, moving, shifting in your relationship, and they're asking you to, seeing what word they want me to use here. It's like acceptance, accepting the law of grace into your life, into your heart, giving yourself grace, providing grace to others, forgiving yourself for the wrongs that you have done or how you might have treated somebody, and then being able to do the same, holding yourself in a graceful energy, understanding that this connection started a long time ago, but you have the ability to dissolve any kind of negative cords attached to the connection now by stepping into grace, letting grace fill your energy, letting grace fill your heart, dissolving all in grace, right? Like, you have the ability to do that with this relationship right now. That's so powerful, group 3. Not sure if you were expecting that when you pulled that card, but holy cow. It's like a wave of divine understanding, really higher perspective understanding lifetimes here you're looking at with this relationship, whatever it may be, right? Doesn't have to be romantic. Whatever relationship you've intended, we meet up again to go, hey, are we going to figure this out or not? Are we going to be divine and kind and grateful, or are we still gonna push each other's buttons and leave it unresolved to meet again in another lifetime? And in this case, you have an opportunity in this relationship to actually dissolve it in grace, to step into and recognize the way they're saying this, not me, the authority of the law of grace, meaning you can use it to your benefit in this relationship. Okay, so right now I'm just pulling a daily rituals oracle for you that we'll look at the end, as well as, woo, they want that one, a miracles now affirmation that will close out your reading. Let's take a look at this relationship and what kind of guidance they're giving you. We're going to use the Everyday Tarot for this. This card I will only pull upright. This is what brings you guys together. What brings you together? I just feel like this relationship may have not always been super easy, and it's because you guys are, you're in it again. But it's just such a beautiful opportunity with this energy for things to change. As I said, 41-5. The King of Swords, what brings you together? Okay, this is high level, not surprising. King of Swords energy. Look, see how he has his hand out? He's listening. He's listening to the divine. He's listening to the divine. He's got that sword pointed upward, ready to be receiving the truth, using his mind and his intuition together to be a powerful authority figure, to be a disciplined leader. And he only works with the truth. So maybe you guys are really truthful to each other and at a high level, you feel like both of you can to take the truth. And sometimes it feels like sometimes it can be harsh. They just said that. So sometimes maybe, because swords can cut too. This is what brings you together. So I don't know, that's just a little side angle of sometimes the words are so blunt, they're so truthful that they can, leave a little nick or leave a little scar there. This is what allows you to feel so connected. You're like, I'm not going to bullshit you, basically. This is what it is. This is what I'm seeing, or this is how I feel. And you're also able to come together in that truth to work together at a very high level. So you may be really good at literally working together. Maybe this is a work relationship. If it is, if it's a romantic relationship, you may feel like we just work together, we're not really in each other's way a lot. We can understand what somebody is thinking before they're thinking it. Maybe you finish each other's sentences, right? Because this is a communication energy, the swords energy, it's air, right? So it's connection to spirit, using your mind, being able to lead your life in that way. Sometimes, like I said, might be a little harsh or a little too rigid, but for the most part, this high level energy is what is bringing you guys back together. You just work really well together. You get each other. You're not afraid to tell each other the truth, which is a really great thing. And you use your minds in conjunction. Like they keep saying, they repeat. So you might finish each other's sentences or know what somebody is thinking without them saying it out loud, or you may be, telepathically connected is how they're saying it, meaning you know what they're thinking, and so you say that, and then they're like, I was just thinking that. Or they're showing me two people watching something. Again, the work example would be you're in an office or at a desk or something, and you're watching something that has to do with your work or reading something, like a pamphlet or something, and you're both having the same insights about it, the same thoughts. You're both kind of getting the same thing from that picture. Or if this is you hanging out with your friend or with your partner, or this is a love interest. You guys are watching a movie, you're getting the same insight, you're noticing the same things. So you're really on a very beautiful, connected, higher level track, and that's what brings you together over and over again. Not surprising, I have to say, group 3 with this kind of energy. Let's see what we have for a coupling charm. Oh, look at that. You got the fairy. It's magic. Sprinkle a little bit of magic. That's like spirit saying, you're both watching the same thing, or you want an insight. You look, see, he has his hand out and she's about to just sprinkle that fairy dust. There you go. No problem. And this I mean, it feels like you guys are totally connected in spirit like this. Like the insight comes in and both of you get it. The fairy dust is sprinkled and both of you get it. So you've got magic. It's magic energy. No wonder why you keep meeting up, right? You're like, I love this person. It's so magical. I love working with them. I love their energy. It feels like magic or spark or like we're just on the same page. Love, love, love it. All right, let's take a look at what might be pulling you apart. And this will be what you really want to be aware of because you're meant to be dissolving some of this energy, right? So, because they're like, we do not want to carry this again, please. It's like they don't want you carrying it. I'll take this as it comes. The 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups here, reversed. I'll show you upright. The 7 of Cups is about choices, of course. It can also be like overwhelming energy, confusion energy. Yeah, just going to listen. So we're getting it reversed here. The back and forth they're saying. The high expression of this card is to be in alignment, and be able to make the perfect divine choice for you. So both of you having to line up in that. I just feel like this card is about, it feels argumentative a bit, weirdly. Argumentative. Like you may be arguing over how to use the insights that you're getting, how to use the magic, what choice to make. Because everybody has, hang-ups or things that they're kind of drawn to. And it feels like you might disagree in some of those areas, even though you may be getting the same signal intuitively and feeling really aligned there. When it comes to actually making the decision, either somebody's like sneaky, they either decide without you or they just won't get on board. Stubborn. They just showed me stubborn or stubbornness. So maybe they're just not getting on board because they're just doing it out of stubbornness. I mean, again, if you've been many lifetimes with this person, you guys are really on the same page. There's got to be some tension. We're looking to move it into grace here for you, group 3. And so feeling like, oh my gosh, I don't know what to choose. We can't get on the same page. You butt heads when it comes to making it's almost like you have too many choices, and that's what it feels like. And then somebody might be being stubborn and going like, no, I'm not giving in on this. This is what I want, just because I feel like you're very connected. So understanding where to give and take here, move into grace. Yeah. It's like they just picking your battles, knowing which battles to fight and which ones to let go. And thank you. This is for both of you. They just said, don't tell them not to throw that in somebody else's face. That message right there. Like this is for both of you. It's not just one person doing this, but they don't want you to go, hey, I just watched this reading and guess what? We both need to do this. You're the one who's receiving the message. You can say that in a loving way, of course, if it comes up, but you're the one receiving the message. So you want to step into grace around choices. If you're getting confused about which one is the best way, they just said, don't worry, you can always choose again. And so understanding that higher concept, going like, breathe in, breathe out. I'm going to make these changes. I don't have to be the one that's always right. I don't have to be the one that gets my way. Sometimes I can rise to a higher level, move into a grace energy, and understand this is just not a battle that I want to fight with you. Like, that's fine. You can have this one. Like, that's fine. If that's what you think, it's not that important to me. So not clinging to things just because you're stubborn, because last time they won and this time you won, like that energy. Yeah. Right. It's like there's no need to continue that. You actually can heal that by stepping into grace. And what happens when you do that for yourself, when you understand this, oh, this is the lesson here. Okay, I'm not going to be in that confusion anymore. I'm going to allow myself to survey the choices, give my opinion, really feel which one is calling or connected to me, really. or if I even care that much, they just said, or if you even care that much, right? And being real honest there instead of getting wrapped up in the old cycles that are meant to be dissolved in grace. So you're stepping into grace and then actually being really honest with yourself first about the decision, the choices, whatever's next, whatever you're talking about, whatever you guys are channeling in, whatever, right? Yeah, they just said, stop being petty. Wow, okay. Love that though. Because you're just so honest with each other, right? It's like sometimes there's some grace that is needed, maybe in the words or the communication, okay? That your choice of words, okay? What happens when you do this, group number 3, is you offer the opportunity for that kind of frequency, that alignment to affect the other party, to affect the other person, to affect the relationship on a much higher level. Because as you can see, you are already interconnected. So if you are stubborn, then they're gonna be, right? It's like they don't want this to be a fighting energy. They want this to be a divine, graceful energy for the two of you. When you choose to do that, because you only have control over yourself, it allows the opportunity for the other person to feel that. And over time, they just said, over time, you may find that they really like that energy. You guys are alike. You really, you get each other. They might really like it. They might find it a bit easier. They might try to kind of still pick fights with you unnecessarily or what have you. But if you just allow the grace to kind of dissolve that, it will dissolve itself. Such beautiful energy for you. They're telling you, I know this might not be super easy because you've probably been dealing with it for a while, more than just this lifetime, but you can do it. They're telling you can do it, group 3. Grace, grace, grace. All right, let's see what we have coupling this. Oh, look at that. Of course you can. Yeah, of course you can. Totally available. Totally available. King, queen of your kingdom, of your queendom. Okay, this is a high level energy. The crown says you have, look at, you know which decision is the right one to make. You know how to communicate around it. You already know how to do this. You just may have been in a cycle or being petty or stubborn or whatever it is. And you just want to win because, well, it's kind of fun to banter back and forth with people, but it needs to be kind of leveled up, moved into grace. Some of those things need to be let go of. Because yes, they said, if it's all in good fun, but it's not always all in good fun. It turns on itself. It turns on you guys. It turns on the relationship and it makes it not fun. It kind of, it does this. It flips this upside down like the card. Okay, where you get unrooted, unseated. You don't grow, they just said you don't grow things from there, right? Take back your authority to make the decisions for yourself and your life in your relationship and to step into grace energy to help you move forward with this. It's just time to dissolve it, or at least to, thank you, or at least to experience it in a different way in this relationship. Things are a-changin'. Things are a-changin'. Really, Spirit? Whoa. The deck picked this card. So I'll only take this upright. This is what they want you to focus your attention on or what you can focus your attention on. So what can you do? Oh, 3 of Wands. What a beautiful energy. Here, let me just move that deck. Show it to you there. She's looking out into her future. She's allowing herself to imagine the future. She's allowing herself a moment is how they just said it. She's allowing herself a moment. She's tapping into what is inspiring her right now. What does she see? What does she want to see in the future? What does she envision for herself and for this relationship? The 3 of Wands is a beautiful energy. It tells you it's safe to envision the future and that you'll know exactly when it's time to expand, that you'll know exactly when it's time to move forward. Sometimes it can be growth energy. And here, for sure, you have the opportunity to step into that with grace, right? The grace energy is going to help you see the future differently and know exactly when it's time to embark upon it. So they're telling you, focus your attention on envisioning the future, because it'll help you hear. It'll help you dissolve whatever is challenging in the relationship, again, with grace, but it just will help you be more, they said, be more copacetic with each other. Like, because what you're bringing is aligned with the future vision that you keep close to you, that you're constantly focused on, or that you're bringing your attention to over and over again. Whatever you want, group number 3, for this relationship or for your future here, you have control. You get to choose for you. So it's important to remember that. They're telling you, focus on the future that you want. We're asking about the relationship. What does the future of this relationship look like for you? Again, you cannot control somebody else. So if they decide that this future vision, like if they're too stubborn and they decide this future vision just doesn't work for them, that's okay. You're looking to dissolve the negative connections and keep the really good ones. And that doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to choose the same. There's a wonderful opportunity for it here because you are so connected. But they want you just focusing on your vision for the future, right? What do you see for this relationship? How do you want to feel? Because this is a foresight energy, right? Being able, you might have, they just said dreams, or you might have dreams about the future. If you start placing your attention on it or asking for the highest frequency or the highest vision for your future. I'm just, They said, they were saying you will know, and there was something else mumbled. I couldn't hear it, but then they had me pick the card up, and you see these 3 ships. There's one here, one there, one there. They said, you will know which ship to board. You will know which ship to board. So you'll have the opportunity in the future to realize your dreams, to realize your vision. But they need you focusing on this and paying attention to this information as well in this relationship. There is an opportunity for you to envision your future. And when it's available, like when it's time to embark upon that next journey or to move forward, you're going to know exactly what to do, that it's time to move forward. You may feel this collective rising in your relationship as things get dissolved because you're moving into a high level forgiveness, heart-centered energy. Look at this energy, right? This feels good. It feels peaceful. It feels divine. It feels like divine connection. This illuminates your vision for the future. And I wouldn't be surprised if you guys have the same vision for the future. Look at you guys. You're so connected. So start yourself, taking it upon yourself to focus on what kind of vision you have for the future. Maybe you want to share your insights with them. Maybe you don't. Ask and project that vision up to spirit, up to your team. Like I said, if you want to share it with the knowing that you don't have to try to rush into it, you'll know exactly when to move forward or exactly when the right time is. Or you'll have this beautiful opportunity that you know, this is it. This is starting to come to life. I can move forward in this way. So focus on your future vision. Yeah, it's like they want, your spirit team wants clarity on it. They don't want you getting caught up in this stuff anymore. And, look at this. The broom. The broom. Yes, this often indicates there's a need to sweep stuff away. Like clearing energy, the broom. Okay, clear out anything that doesn't align with your future vision, your highest vision for yourself in the relationship, your highest vision for your future. Clear it out. Don't let that stuff kind of stay. Let it dissolve. Again, move into grace so that it can dissolve. Sweep out that stuff that doesn't align with your future vision. Look at, you've got, again, it's very high level energy, right? Magic. Power, they just said. I was like, what word do you want? Power and clearing in order to be able to align and see. All right, let's see what we have here And there's a daily rituals oracle for you. Ooh, braveness. I am brave. That's all it says. I am brave. It reminds me of the strength card. It's number 6, which is the lover's card. It's a choice card. Like, you have to choose to be brave. This is a nice affirmation. We got another one here. I'm just listening. Look at her sword. See that sword? That sword. I feel like you're protected because this lion is like, you know exactly the insights, know which way to go, and you have the protection you need as you move forward. So don't be afraid to be brave. That could just mean choosing to step into grace instead of continuing a cycle, right? Choosing to put this crown on and know, yes, I operate with magic and insight with the swords. And I am protected as I move forward. I adorn my crown with honor and integrity and compassion and grace. And I will clear out anything that does not serve my future vision or is not in highest alignment for me, and I will focus on my future vision. Let's see, to close out your reading, what we've got for your affirmation. Wow, look at that. So there you go. True abundance is an inside job. I know this is like a popular one, but doesn't make it any less true, group 3. So this is about you. That's why they were saying, don't go and be like, hey, I just this or that, right? This is about stepping into your own ability to be brave, to choose for you. Look at this sun. It's like, you can do this. It's success energy, the sun. So true abundance is available to you. Start envisioning it from your inside out. Start healing that with grace. This relationship is a beautiful relationship. It does have the opportunity to come to a fruition in the future that's really positive, really abundant. But first, you've got to do that for yourself. Focus on yourself. Keep connecting, sharing, and staying, in that magic energy. But don't get caught up in these petty fights or choices when they really don't even matter to you sometimes. Pick your battles, choose your battles, wear your crown. Stay grounded in that and focus on your future vision. No need for anything else that's going to upset that or skew it or block it, right? You're working with the law of grace constantly, and true abundance is yours. Just got to be brave. Keep saying this to yourself. Well, group number 3, this is your reading. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you found it helpful, please let me know by giving it a thumbs up or leave me a comment down below. And if you know someone else that may find it helpful, feel free to share it with them. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button or click that little bell so the next time I post a quick pick or a card reading that you'll be notified. Group number 3, I'm really excited for you. This may be healing something that has been going on for lifetimes. You have the ability to step into really high vibing, beautiful energy. Golden energy, and have your insights for the future really start to take shape in this relationship. And don't forget, they're like, don't forget about the magic. Great relationships need magic, and you guys seem to have that. So focus on yourself first. You are brave. Step into grace. Be your divine essence, right? Step into grace. Step into your light. Step into that bravery. Abundance is an inside job. Step into that inner light and that abundance and focus on your beautiful future vision, knowing that when it's time to move into that future, you'll know exactly when to do that. I hope that this served you. Thank you so much, group number 3.